Hi and welcome, so happy you're here. If you've listened to any of my podcasts, you will have heard probably many times before that I can't stand labelling people. Labelling people keeps people stuck and trapped. And in relationships, I believe that it's pretty toxic. If you start labelling your partner, and the amount of people that come to me and say, Nicola, you know what, my husband or wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, they're a narcissist. They have narcissistic traits, or they have borderline personality disorder, or I think they've got bipolar, or I think they've got OCD, and the list just goes on and on and on. And what do these labels do? Well, they keep people stuck. They make people feel and think that they are a certain way, and that's how they are, and that's how they're going to be for the rest of their life. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that tell me, okay, I'm managing my anxiety. I know how to deal with my depression, Nicola. And when I hear this, I feel really like, I really want to help this person, because dealing with depression, managing your anxiety, managing PTSD, managing all of these labels is not really living, right? Wouldn't it be better to work on the behaviors that you identify with in these labels and change them, break free? People are not their behavior. All behavior can be changed. And when this gets people stuck in their relationships is where people, they will say, okay, I've researched narcissism, and my brother, my husband, my wife, whatever, they're a narcissist. And if we read the labels of the behavior, if you look online, there's probably about 15 to 20 different characteristics. And probably every single one of us has met a few of those throughout our lifetime, especially sometimes in relationships, or when there's a lot of financial stress, work stress, low self-esteem. We probably can be all a bit selfish. We probably all can be very one-focused, my way or the highway. There's probably lots of examples where we're like that. So is it really helpful to start to label one another, or to start to poison your mind against the person that you love? Because that's what you're doing every time you're Googling and you're researching all of these negative labels. And then what happens is you create this negative mental image of the person that you're in a relationship with, whatever relationship that is, and then you project that onto them. And you're looking at them with these glasses tinted, oh, they've got this label. Your mind is scanning their behavior. Oh, see, they're like this. Oh, see, they're doing this. And then you're in this constant cycle of only seeing negative things. And this is going to keep you stuck in unhappiness, because you're not going to be seeing the person that you fell in love with, or the person that you're in a relationship with, if we're not talking about relationships. You're going to be seeing them through this analysing, fear-based, negative-based lens, and this is just not going to help you. And they are going to feel it. You don't even need to say anything to them. Just thinking that in your head, your energy is going to be different, your body language is going to be different, you're going to be going into your head and be like, going tick, 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 based on their behaviours. You're not going to be present with them. You're not going to be smiling and laughing with them. And so it's really damaging to put people into boxes, to put people into labels, including yourself. People that believe that they're going to have anxiety for the rest of their life. I have anxiety. I have depression. No, you're doing behaviours that are similar, or they are displaying traits of not thinking in the way that's helping you. So with labeling yourself, with labeling other people, it's very important to look at, okay, what are the specific behaviors that are upsetting me? What would I really love them to change? What would I really like to change in myself? And what is the best, fastest way to go about it? And then not stopping, committing to yourself, okay, I'm going to change whatever I need to change in me to get happy, to feel good. And then with a relationship with someone, saying, okay, of these lists of traits that I found on Google, if that's where you've gone to, which ones would make such a big difference to our happiness together? And maybe I could ask them, could they change this? And it could be, okay, maybe you're with someone in a relationship, and I do a lot of breakthrough work with people that are often telling white lies. They just kind of lie about the small things, and that's creating distrust in the relationship. So maybe you're like, look, I can't take this anymore. Please work on your lying. What would you like me to work on? That kind of thing. Or maybe it's, okay, they're not giving enough time to the relationship. Or maybe they're very insecure, they've got very jealous, controlling behavior, and you say to them, look, I'm happy to help you with your insecurities. I'm happy to make you feel more comfortable. I'm happy to share where I'm going and what I'm doing with you, because I want you to be at peace, but you also need to work on this yourself as well. You need to work on your anger. You need to work on this. So it's really about looking at what are the behaviors rather than, okay, they're just this way. Maybe I'm just going to give up hope on the relationship. I'm going to give up hope on myself. And with depression, I'll just say, because this comes up a lot in the work that I do, the difference between someone that has a lot of problems and someone that has depression is the person with problems knows that their life is not very good at the moment, but they kind of know that they aren't going to be stuck forever. There's a way out. They've got a plan. It may take them a few months. It may take them a bit longer, but they know that they're not going to be stuck with these problems forever. The person with depression feels that there's no way out. They feel bogged down. They feel overwhelmed. They see loads of problems, or they see a few big problems that they can't see changing. So if that is you right now, think about how can you create a way out? What needs to change? Because all behavior can be changed. And when we change our behavior, we change how we feel and we change our thought processes. So are you doing everything you can in your own health, in your own well-being, in your relationships to create that happiness and that joy? So I hope this has been useful to you. This is why I really don't believe that labeling your partner or labeling yourself is going to empower you. When psychologists, doctors label others, what they do is they will look for behaviors that match the psychological definition. There's a massive handbook every year that gets updated, and it says these are the traits for generalized anxiety disorder. These are the traits for PTSD. These are the traits for this. And this is how they diagnose you, by your behavior. So knowing that you're diagnosed by your behavior, if you want to create change, just focus on the behaviors that will give you the biggest happiness and biggest impact in your life. That's all you need to do. And get help to change behavior. When I help people change their behavior, I look at their thought processes, their emotions, their actions, what they're telling themselves, what's in their subconscious mind, what they're consciously aware of, and then we create like a list of patterns and triggers, and we look at changing them. And it doesn't have to be a long, difficult process. This is often the biggest misconception that a lot of people have. Well, it's too difficult to change. It's going to take ages to change. And actually it doesn't. Our unconscious mind can learn things really quickly and it can unlearn things really quickly. We can have problems for a long time and then we can get rid of them very easily. How many of you know somebody that's had an addictive habit for 10, 20, 30 years in their life? They got enough motivation and they made a strong decision, I'm going to quit, and they've just quit cold turkey. Most of us know someone that has been able to do that. When you make a powerful decision at the subconscious level, it becomes a game changer. Sadly, people can pick up phobias very quickly. They can be fine flying around the world, they can be fine with spiders and have no issues, and then all of a sudden something can happen and they get a fear of whatever it is. So we can learn things really quickly, we can unlearn things really quickly. It doesn't take ages to change. And I just want to share this as well, that some people, they will go and do therapy for years. And the problem with talking therapy, and I mean just talking about problems, and the problem with doing therapy for years is often what happens is you reinforce the problem. So for example, let's say that I believe I have anxiety and that I'm going to have this anxiety for the rest of my life, or I'm going to have OCD or PTSD for the rest of my life, and I just need to manage it. If I really believe that, and then I go to therapy and I talk through, yeah, if I have this anxiety, I'm worried about health, I'm worried about my partner cheating on me, I'm worried about whether I'm going to get the sack at work, I'm worried that I'm ugly, I'm worried that I'm fat, I'm worried that this, or whatever it is. If we keep going to a therapist and we just keep saying, I have this problem, this is how bad it is, I have this problem, week in, week out, whether it's about yourself or about the relationship, oh, you know, he's doing this, she's doing that, this is where we're stuck. All you're doing is reinforcing and strengthening the problem. So whatever you're doing, you don't want to do that again. Whether you're doing that with your friends, whether you're doing that with a paid therapist, you do not want to keep talking over a problem that you believe you have. You're making it stronger rather than helping yourself release it. You want to be asking yourself, how can I change this? What can I do about it? How could I think differently? Is this supporting me? What actions can I take to change this? How can I create more self-confidence? How can I create positive steps to feel more calm in my mind? Whatever it is, of course, that's a very general. So when you put yourself in that position of power, you're going to be able to change this. So I know I've talked about loads of different things today in this video. I hope it's been really helpful to you. If you have any questions or you'd like to find out about working with me, go to my website. You can book a free 20-minute introduction Zoom call with me where we can see if we're a fit. I can explain a little bit more about the processes that I use. You can ask questions on timing, prices, anything you want to know, and hopefully I'll be able to help you in that call anyway. So just go to nicolabeer.com if you would like to do that. And if not, I just want to thank you for watching. From my heart to yours, have an awesome day ahead.